Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you'll just give me a little hush because I lost my voice in Melbourne because I went to speak to a similar gathering in Melbourne last week and the band played too loud. So we had to shout at each other and therefore I got no voice left. But I'll try to keep up. I come with greetings from a lot of people in Australia and good wishes. My committee of high-up people, chief executives of companies, Jerome DeRose, the chief executive of the International Hotel Schools in Canberra, Gam Seneviratne, chartered accountant, taxation, treasurer, and many other high-ranking Australian wonderful guys. The Australian Deacon Aussie is a fantastic man. Never met a better gentleman in the world. That I traveled all over the world as a ship's captain for many years, as some of my friends know me. Before the Australian government dragged me to Australia to do a big job in Australia, after I did my degrees in Southampton University, and then finally gave me the Order of Australia, which I proudly wear on my lapel, in memory of the work I did for them. But that's too long a story. That's like your OBE. 2003, that was issued to me on Australia Day. So I come with lots of greetings and well wishes from a wonderful committee, subcommittees, and committees around the world of the FEPCOW project, where we work for the love of poor children, with the knowledge that thousands and millions of children are born sad and miserable in sickness. No food, no water, no mother, no father, no one to hug or be hugged by, never mind the food and anything else. And live miserable and die miserable, while a large part of the world just parties on and doesn't want to even know about it. So I preach a hard-hitting story. I'm not a preacher. Maybe I'd like to be a preacher. I nearly became one. In there, I was reborn in my mind with the thoughts that what my wife would like me to do is to spend $500,000 that I had saved for her in starting the biggest charity in the world with no overheads. I say with no overheads. That's a very important thing because there are lots of big charities in the world. But you give them $1 and only a small part of the dollar goes to the poor. They first look after themselves generously. But we can't grudge them that because they also got families. But I think they could take up less and give more. So FEPCOW project, which means Feed and Educate Poor Children of Our World, which has got a powerful website which is tapped all over the world. And it's got all the stories in it, so I won't bore you with all the stories that you can read when you go home. Is here to stay. Even though I went into depression a second time, when the big shops I was running in Canberra under a trust deed to make money for the poor children, which I thought I could invent a new wheel, collapsed when I went into depression a second time with a bipolar problem. But now I can handle it. God is in my heart. I go to Mass and Communion every day, and that's what keeps me going. So when the Spirit is in your heart, you can be rest assured, sickness and depression gets kicked aside. So with those words, I'd like to tell you that I'm here to seek your assistance because my money is almost gone. House has been remortgaged for another $250,000. I'm almost a pauper. But that doesn't matter. The love I have for poor children and the wonderful feeling I have in my heart more than compensates for the loss of money. Because riches in heaven are far more valuable than riches on the earth, as everybody knows. Because this life is only a short life. We go to our eternal life to meet our boss one day. And I'm sure the question he'll ask us all is, my friend, I gave you so much of money, family, wealth, freedom of speech and freedom of choice and freedom of everything. What did you do, my friend? Did you keep it all for yourself? Or did you share it with the millions to whom I gave nothing? Or did you give some crumbs from your table? Or did you give a few plums from your abundant bowls? Over there, the falling off or the surplus from your pockets? Or did you give like the poor old widow in the Bible who gave everything she had, her little 10 cents, which Jesus turned to his disciples and said, my friends, who do you think gave more? This poor lady who gave 10 cents, or all the others, rich people who gave hundreds of dollars? And of course the disciples said, of course those who gave hundreds of dollars. And he said, no, my friends, it's that little old lady who gave all she had, be it 10 cents or not. That's all she had. So I tell you, lead. Wherever you go, spread that news. Tell people to look at my website. It's done by a professional website manager who also works for God. And all my staff and members all work for God. And maybe you might like to follow our lead. I have brought with me a limited number of membership application forms to become a member of this wonderful association, and maybe to also sponsor children. So with no further ado, you can get there beyond that bar some application forms, a few sections of the website, and you can of course capture it yourselves in your own homes at any time. So thank you for listening to me, and God bless you all.
Mr. Eric Weinman, ladies and gentlemen.